Hey guys, and welcome back to Whelan's World. It's been a very long time, I know, since I've made a YouTube video, but I have just taken like a break. I was busy, but I'm back. So yeah, it's been a while since I've been on here. And my content is also going to be slightly different now because it's like I want to take you on this journey as well. So, pardon me, this journey that I'm speaking about, as you can see, the topic of this video today is me with my, well, I had severe hair loss at the back of my hair. Like severe hair loss. Like I would even share some pictures, right? Oh, here's a picture, here's a picture. There's two pictures. So I was like, "Ooh, what could this be?" And this was literally directly after I took out my Bob Marley kinky hair bob threads, soft threads, right? Fake threads. And I'm just like, what is going on? There's like a whole patch here at the back of my hair. I'm like, what's going on? When I saw the pictures and I took the pictures and I zoomed in, I was like, I'm like, is there something wrong? First thing, go into Google. Don't actually also do that. We are quick to run to conclusions. But anyway, poof, ran to Google and I'm just seeing like alopecia and I'm like, woo, and go to videos on YouTube. Another thing where there's way too much information. Went to YouTube, started watching this alopecia videos where people have like severe hair loss and like the start of alopecia and all. So I'm already making a conclusion that this is definitely alopecia. I'm like, okay, but let me not also get to conclusions. Let me see where's the closest dermatologist and then set a schedule with this guy or girl, whoever it's gonna be. Okay. Called, got an appointment for Tuesday morning, and then so got there, like my appointment was 8:30. So I called on Thursday and then I got an appointment for Tuesday morning 8:30. Okay, sharp. I get to the dermatologist, and first and foremost, she asked me like a bunch of questions. So she first start off with this is before she's actually going and viewing my hair. So she's asking me like a bunch of questions first. The first question that she asked is when was the, like, how old was I when I started braiding my hair, when I started like doing styling. I'm like, I was very young. I just know I was very young because my mom, because of the knowledge and the hair. First thing is when you have a girl and your baby girl's hair start growing, course you see pantyhose, ne? And then they start doing that. So I was literally not even a year. So that's the first question that she asked. So I said I started very young, very young. She also like asked me like other questions. I can't remember, but that was like one of the most important questions when she asked me how old was I when I started braiding, and how often do I style my hair. Also, that was another that was another question that she asked. And those who know Whelan know that me, I change my hair all the time. All the time. It's because also I do my own hair, so my hands will itch. Like I will have, I buy braids in stock and everything. So if I'm in the mood to change my hair and I have a time, I do it. So that was another question that she asked. And then afterwards she asked all those questions. We went into the room. She got the comb, asked me to take off my pins and all, and then she took paths with a comb. Yeah, with a comb through my hair. And then so I told her I thought it was alopecia. So it is not. But what it is was that I needed to stop styling my hair. I also needed to stop relaxing my hair. Because one of the things was my scalp at the back was extremely sore. Sometimes it was even like red around that area, like you saw in the picture. So she said I needed to, the conclusion of this whole thing was that I need to stop doing braids. No styling, no heat, no blow drying, no nothing. No styling, no blow drying, no pulling off hair, nothing, nothing, nothing for 3 months. So for 3 months, I have to do nooks. I was just sitting there. Obviously, she couldn't see my reaction much. She just could see the eyes because I had my mask on. So I was just like, she's like, I know this sounds like difficult, but for 3 months, she asked me how old am I? I'm like, I'm 25. She's like, her daughter has the same thing and she's 14 years old. And imagine how it is to tell that to a 14-year-old, like you in your teenage years. Yeah, I'm 25. I'm able to manage my own type of hair, and like 3 months is almost nothing. So she was like, I'm able to manage it. But she said, please, 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 like I must try my utmost best. And she said I have to like also like leave relaxer out because that is also chemicals, right? So I was like, I relaxed my hair 9 months ago because I was tired and I had to go back to like to natural hair. But not just that, because the thing is, I told her I was natural and I had the exact same problem. Like here's a picture now of me 2019 when I have braids on, same area, same issue, different hair texture. So I'm like, is it something wrong with my scalp? My mom was even telling me, hey, there's a worm under your skin. But that was obviously over exaggerating. But she said even when I had natural hair, she asked me, did I style my hair? I'm like, yes. And come to think of it, I think I've never ever ever given myself like my hair a break for 3 months. I don't think I've ever done it in this 25 years. I don't think I've ever done it. So it makes sense, right? Like I was like being brutal to my scalp. I never gave my scalp air to be natural. To imagine, for instance, there's a tree, yeah, in its natural habitat, and there are always papers and people doing filthy stuff and around that tree all the time, whether it is summer, whether it is winter. That tree is always surrounded by bad things, pulling, like grindings in construction. That tree is not going to, the roots are not, is going to be affected. And that's the same thing with our scalp. So I think, like, yeah, it's going to be a huge challenge for Whelan not to do anything for 3 months with her hair and still transition from relaxed to natural hair. And I'm not going to do a big chop. I'm not. A lot of people's like, just cut your hair. You have done a lot of styles with your hair, so you would look cute. And I don't want to, because a reason why I don't want to do the big chop is because my hair gets thick quite quickly. Like even now, it's half and I relaxed my hair last month. So that just shows how quickly my hair pattern of my real natural hair can pull through there. It gets thick extremely quick. So my transition, I know it's not going to be long, because like already I can see my natural curl coming up with half of the relaxer. So I just now need to manage 2 different textures hair at once, which is manageable for me because I do my own hair. But anyways, the dermatologist also then subscribed. Anyway, she gave me also things to use on my scalp. She gave me an antibiotic. So she gave me an antibiotic called Tetra, basically. So this is for the pain. And she also gave me a Clovic spray. So these two kind of goes hand in hand. This is to decrease the inflammation, because as I mentioned, my scalp, it has decreased a lot, but my scalp is extremely sore and red. So this antibiotic and this spray, which I need to use 3 times a week, helps with like soothing the pain of the scalp basically. And then she also gave me a spray for hair growth. So this is actually something that the pharmacy, they created themselves. So it's called the minoxidil USB powder. So I have to actually spray this to the areas where I want growth every night before I go to bed. So I have to, okay, let me actually I'll explain now what I did. So it's evening now. So what I have to do is I have to spray it on the areas where I want the hair loss, where the hair loss took place. Yeah, but I have to make sure that it's only on those areas. And she also mentioned the hairline. So you have to be very careful because she said, already it's touching my face. Oh, yeah, nah. It's touching my face. She said, must be careful because it shouldn't touch my face, as this could cause facial hair to pull through. So this is actually for people, the men's out there that's struggling with a beard, and this is the plug. So yeah, especially with those people that has the patches, patch. That's not that bliss with the. So anyway, so yeah, that is the spray. It's extremely strong. I even need to wash my hair afterwards, and I can't touch anything because once I touch wherever, hair's gonna grow there. So these were the products that I got from the farm that the dermatologist subscribed to me. And yeah, I'm going to use it. And then after 3 months, I must go and see her again. So yeah, back to transitioning from relaxed hair to natural hair, but also at the same time minimize the styling, because she mentioned that not all our scalps are the same, especially if you have never given your scalp a break with like me. So some people can handle styling and the pulling of the hair all the time, whereby others can't, based on your scalp and your sensitivity of your scalp. And I think I have a sensitive scalp because this happened with my relaxed hair as well as my natural hair. So yeah, so today I just washed my hair, and as I mentioned, I'm not gonna do a big chop. So I washed my hair, did the treatment, and everything, and then afterwards I let it to get dry naturally because I can't use heat, I can't use a dryer. So afterwards so I'm gonna trim my hair every month. So I trim it myself. So I'm going to trim the natural hair bit by bit, as it is something that I will be able to manage. And then after I trimmed it, I just now I have to take this thing off again. Don't mind I didn't knock my head. It's a pimple that's looking like a yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I basically, what I did was I just did the path and then I plated it myself, so that is also easy. I also didn't want to make too many rows because then the pulling is going to happen, so I made something that's super not like, that's not tight, because again I don't want to pull my hair and pull my scalp. So yeah, after trimming it like an inch or so, I just after trimming it, I just did like a cornrow, and this is going to be me. I must just make sure that I moisturize it, because one thing about my natural hair, it is the 4C type. As I said, it gets extremely thick. And what I need to do is, based on my experience, I think before, when I was natural, I wasn't that educated and I didn't know how to nurture my hair properly, whereby now I think I will be a little bit more invested in this whole natural hair journey, and I think I want to also document it on my YouTube channel. Therefore, this is my first video after such a long time. But yeah, like, that was my that was the story of my severe hair loss. he lost, mate. He lost that experience at the back. But also for those out there who have kids, who have nieces, who have like please, please, please minimize the styling, or don't even do, especially when especially when it's still a baby. Like imagine I was 8 months and then already had pulling, and pardon me, my nice hair all fell out because of the pulling. So you see, I did not, not I, because well, not me, I was a baby, I didn't have much to say. But basically we are in 2021 now. That was back in the day when we didn't have knowledge about how to care for these type of hair textures. We did not know what to use, and we were also quite lazy, I would guess. But now the internet is out there. There is like YouTube. If you don't like reading, you can watch a video, you can listen to whatever these people have to say. But there's so much resources for us to skill ourselves up about our hair texture, and how to take care of our hair. Therefore, if you have a brother, sister, don't do the hair, please. Like, just let him be. Kids, by the way, they also don't care. There are cute things that you're able to do with your hair without pulling and stuff. Like, just take care of the child's scalp. And therefore now I understand when people don't like a lot of people, they don't prefer touching the child's hair. And I was one of those people, but I just put a pom-pom or something and do. No, loss. Just leave it. You're damaging not just the hair, but you're damaging the development of that root. Like I mentioned, the tree. So you basically stepping on the seed of the hair, basically. So yeah, that is one thing that I took away. I'm just thinking, if my mom was like knowledgeable and all these resources and the stuff was out there, and she had the time, because one of the things that's also why people just choose to relax their kids is because it takes a lot of time. But make time, because otherwise you're gonna be like me. But yeah, I'm just happy that it wasn't alopecia, because I was also looking for the causes of alopecia. This could be a cause, and the dermatologist also said it's just 3 months. Obviously after the 3 months I would have to continue very similar, but not like completely nothing. But anyways, getting back to the point is that you have to not like treat your hair like it's very like fragile, and you have to find out what's working for you. So now that I'm going to be starting my process over again, without doing a big chop, and I'll make a video also why I don't want to do a big chop, because everyone is just like, be a big chop, do a big chop. No, you don't have to. But yeah, I was just glad that it wasn't alopecia. But she said if I am not going to obey the rules and stuff, this could lead to me having alopecia, and then it's not going to grow at all, and that is not what I want. So yeah, I'm starting the journey afresh, and I'm gonna see how it goes. I'll be documenting it up to I don't have any more relaxed hair, and then from there I'll see how I will be able to manage it and be more fragile with my hair and love my fro. Because I always, one thing when I went natural, I thought I would have had like a, that nice popping curls that everyone here have, but because I wasn't knowledgeable, then I learned about 4C, 4B, whatever. So like, yeah, now that I know exactly what hair type I have, how to take care of it, that this type of hair needs a lot of water, it needs to be watered like grass on a desert basically. And like creamy stuff needs to be, so I learned a lot of things, but I think I was not very invested, but now I'm ready. And it's also good to be back on YouTube. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I look forward to you subscribing so that you will be updated on my new videos, and also click the notification so that you know when I have a new video up and running. But from Whelan to Whelan's World, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.